Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you're watching this. Hope you had a wonderful day and hope you're having a good day start to your day right now. Happy New Year. I wanted to read out of Isaiah chapter 43, verses 18 and 19. We always see this verse around the time, literally almost every first of January, we always see this verse. But I want to expand on it. First, I want to read it to you and kind of expand and just kind of talk with you briefly for a second. If you stick around, appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, let's dive into the word right now. So Isaiah 43 verse 18 says, "Forget the former things, do not dwell in the past." Verse 19, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." Like I said, we always see this verse a lot of times at the beginning of the year, but it is a very powerful portion of scripture that encourages us that every day is a new day. It's not always just January 1st, but every day we're given is a new day. It's a new life, and God has offered us that new life. And I just want to kind of just kind of briefly explain this. Forget the things that have happened before. Forget. It's right now. It's like, hey, 2025 is done. We go on. We move on from that. But like I said, it could be any day, depending on what time you're watching this. You could be watching this when it's not New Year's anymore. But yeah, just forget the things that have happened before. Like there's one thing we cannot do in life is dwell in the past. We cannot hold on to the things, good or bad. We have to, at one point, you have to just kind of move off, let go, and move on to the next thing going forward. And with God, everything is always something new. There's not something you can depend on and say, I'm holding on to that, because what you had at that moment, God is always doing something new. He's always expanding. He's always moving. Like I said, from glory to glory. God is always consistently not staying still. He's not ever stagnant. He's always growing. He's always moving in certain ways and always bringing new life. So there's a point in our life where we cannot just hold on to the things. Like I said, whether good or bad, we have to begin to let go of those things and say, God, I'm going to put my trust in you. I'm going to let go of the things that are before. I'm not going to hold on to any hurt. I'm not going to hold on to any pain, any resentment, any bitterness, any stuff like that. And I'm not going to hold on to this stuff in life. But I like how it says too. This is a verse. He's like God asked in verse 19, like, do you not see what it is? Do you not see the things that I'm doing in life? Do you not see every day I give you is a new day of blessings, a new life, a new day of hope, and of joy, peace, kindness, and freedom from the very thing that this world is trying to come after us every time. And it says, I'm making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Our God is so good. Our God is so powerful. He's so amazing that even in the driest of dry lands and wastelands and seasons of our life, God can still begin to plant and flourish water, living springs. That doesn't mean that the fact that because everything is dry, everything seems to be dead around us. Everything seems to be so like there's no life, there's no hope, there's no nothing. God is always breathing into that part. And it's amazing to believe and say that, God, you are doing something in my life. Even if I don't see it, even if I don't feel it, it's hard in those moments to kind of understand it and be like, man, I'm going to still see and believe it. We can in moments, but there's also going to be those times that's like, man, I don't see it, man. This is going to be the driest season of my life. There's no water in this lake. Like, how can I see that there's going to be, he's going to flow springs of living water when this place is dry, when everything's just not going right. But that's the God that we serve. That's the God that we believe in. That's the God that we trust in, to say, you know what? Even when it seems impossible to have any situation done, it's like, man, this didn't open right. This right there, God will still make a way. So that was what I would encourage you with this verse today, is say, man, that regardless of how things in life look, today is always a new day, not just January 1st, but every day that we're given is a new day. So enjoy that, believe it, proclaim it, speak it over your life. Say, God, I'm going to believe in you, God. I'm going to believe in what you're doing. I'm going to believe that regardless of how things are, you're gonna bring new water. You're gonna bring streams into the wasteland. You're gonna bring rivers of new life into my situations, into my life, into my family, my friends, and people, my surroundings around me. That God, regardless of how things look, that is not that you have the final say. Those things, the surroundings and stuff around us, do not have the final say. You do. So I just want to encourage you with that. I'm encouraged by this, and it's always encouraging to be like, God, I'm gonna trust in you despite what it looks like or doesn't look like. But I just want to encourage you with that today. That God is with you despite how many things feel like that. And even things are going good, God is continuously doing some good in our lives. That's the beauty, amazing thing about who God is, because he's constantly doing things in our lives that just it just kind of gets you to be like, man, God is so good. He's so amazing that even in the most weirdest times, or just the things just don't look how they're going to go, God still breathes life into you. He still brings water into the driest of deserts, of wastelands in our lives. Be encouraged with that. If 2025 was a rough year for you like that, then be prepared to know that God is going to be with you every step of the way. And this year, every day you're given, God is going to be moving in your life. So yeah, God bless you guys. Love you guys. And appreciate you guys. Take care.